Here we are the Gross Tide Cougars.
Fighters all and winners too.
Here we are the KG Cougars.
Go with the orange and blue.
Hear 'em howl, hear 'em growl, hungry Cougars on the prowl. Hear 'em shout,
Hear him say,
we go winners all the way. Come on Cougars, show 'em how we do it.
show them how the game is won.
On your mark, get set, go to it.
Gross Tide, great, great, best in the Husker State.
Welcome everybody to Bryan High School as we get set for a chilly October night high school matchup between the Gross Catholic Cougars and the Norris Titans. Joey Kirkland alongside me, Austin Ulmer. And Austin, right now we got two teams that are going in the night with a 3-3 record, eager to get over that 500 hump.
Yeah, this is a big game for both teams. This is, I hate to say it, but, a must-win game for either team really here to try to continue on if they want to get into postseason play there, Joey. And the name of the game for Gross is stopping the run tonight. This is a Norris offense, kind of what they saw similar to Plattsmouth last week, that two-tandem kind of running game. So for the Cougars, the name of the game tonight, stopping the run.
Absolutely. The lack of size on that line has been a big struggle for the Cougars, so they're going to need to be on their A game, and that's where the Titans have been. They're coming off a big win, 63-20 last Friday against Beatrice, led by the running back Blake Macklin, who just had an incredible night, Austin.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming off, the game of his life, 16 carries, 274 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns in that game last week over Beatrice. They also had a 55-yard touchdown run from Luke Finley as well. So that's what I'm talking about. It's going to be a tough running game, but the Cougars are up for the challenge. Last week when I had talked to Coach Van Hout, he was talking about their practices lately and how they've really been engaged, fully going at it, and he's liked what he's been seeing from the team. It was a lot for them to handle last week, but they're ready for this week, and I expect them to come out energetic, ready to go. And, this is kind of feeling more like football weather here, Joey.
Absolutely. Going into the game, I brought a hat and gloves just in case. The hat's already on, and I think the gloves aren't far behind. But
that's right.
You talked about Macklin, and he's having a great year. He's been the star of this offense, averaging 132 rushing yards per game. He's got 9 touchdowns and just shy of 800 yards on the year. But we talked about how the size has been hard for the Cougars, especially in stopping the run game. And that's what this Norris team really excels at. They have 23 rushing touchdowns on the year, and that's coming from 8 different players. So it's not just Macklin that's going to get you. One of their stars this year, Eli Holt, he has 6 rushing touchdowns, and what a player the senior Eli Holt is. Almost 200 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns, almost 200 receiving yards, 2 more touchdowns, and then on the defensive end leads the team in tackles, almost 10 tackles per game, 7 tackles for loss, and 3 interceptions on defense. Just a star. A lot of great players on this Norris team that can step up in a big game on the road.
Yeah, and the name of the game for Gross here, Colby Duncan. He's having a great season so far, Joey. Last week, still managed with a tough offensive, with all the offensive struggles, still managed to throw for 268 yards and a touchdown. Having a great year, 60% completion percentage on the year. And this is a Cougar team, 39% on third downs. That's not too bad of a stat. And how about this? 52% on fourth down conversion. So there is some highlights of this offense, and Coach Van Hout's going to try to get that out of his team tonight, get that offense going early.
Absolutely. We've talked about how much Duncan's role has changed. Last year, not a whole lot of action in the air, but he's really excelled this season. We're going to take a quick break for the playing of the national anthem, but don't go anywhere. We got great action ahead of you here at Bryan High School.
Gross Catholic High School would like to take this opportunity to welcome our guests from Norris, the Titans. At this time, we would invite everyone to please rise for our opening prayer. We ask that you remain standing at the conclusion of the prayer for the playing of our national anthem. Would all gentlemen kindly remove their hats at this time? In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. God in heaven, we come before you tonight, and we give you thanks for your many blessings. May the actions of all here this evening, players, coaches, officials, and fans, always reflect your love for all people. Please keep all of the athletes free from injury, and may they be strengthened in mind, body, and soul to do their best each day. Together we pray the Marianist doxology. May the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit be glorified in all places through the Immaculate Virgin Mary. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. And now, our national anthem. Cougars. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for some Cougar football.
Back from the break and ready to get to the action. The cold weather not stopping the student section from packing the place out. Likely going to hear them getting loud to cheer on their team. But Austin, once again, should be an exciting matchup for two teams really hungry for a win. We talked about Norris coming off that big win, but on the flip side, the Cougars coming off a 55-21 loss against Plattsmouth. You were here last week to call that game. What did you see from that game that you think Gross really needs to work on tonight?
Well, you know, this had some signs of life after halftime. The offense kind of picked up some big first downs, two big, huge completions from Colby Duncan. But I think one thing they need for tonight, one key to this, get that offensive line blocking decently, get the run game going, because that'll lead to the pass, some of those deep passes, you know, to Weston Miller, to Cogswell. So they need to get Pekar going on the ground tonight.
Absolutely, and their offense will be starting with it as we see that kickoff nearly going out of bounds. Looks to stay in, and it will be a touchback to start the game. So Colby Duncan will lead the offense out. And today's game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. So here come the Cougars, starting off at the 20-yard line. As you mentioned, Duncan having a great year, averaging just under 220 passing yards per game, 8 touchdowns in the air, and just 2 interceptions. Duncan will be starting off in the gun. Fakes the handoff, quick screen pass here. Looks to be Cogswell only able to pick up a yard on that first down play.
Yeah, and something we haven't mentioned yet, Joey, the wind here really blowing here at Bryan High Field. So, you know, if this is a close game, something to keep an eye on with that wind, especially in the kicking game, if it's going to come down to kicks, anything like that.
Absolutely. Right now, 12-mile-an-hour winds.
It's blowing.
Feeling a little more intense than that, to be honest. And Cogswell, you see a little slow to get up, had a little bit of a limp as he goes to the sideline right now. Hopefully nothing serious.
Yeah, Cogswell, that's a huge player for the Cougars. They need him on the field, on both sides of the ball.
Team's leading receiver and a big factor on the defense. 2nd and 9 here. Duncan rolls out to the left side of the field. Pass incomplete.
Down and 9 for the Cougars.
That one looked to be intended number 8, Bryson Sargent.
Yeah, Duncan on the run trying to find Sargent there. Just couldn't catch him close to the sideline. And this, you know, we talked about third down conversions, 39% on the year, Joey. So we'll see what they can muster up here. This is where they've got pretty creative, and that's led to a pretty good third down conversion rate.
Absolutely, and right now really don't want to start this game off with a 3 and out, but they got a 3rd and long to face. Look to be some motion, and that will be a false start. Picard jumping the gun there. And so that 3rd and 9 becomes a 3rd and 14 now. Ball will be at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and this is now where you got to start thinking if you're Coach Fan, how do you just run the ball here, try to punt it away? But once again, with punting in this, that ball, if it gets anywhere high into the air, it's gonna stay up there for quite a while, not go very far.
Right, so we'll see what Coach Van Hout and the team are looking for here on a 3rd and long. Just 30 seconds into this game. Again, it's Duncan Rollaround, does go for the handoff to Picard, trying to get the misdirection, but nowhere to go.
Picard with a run. Brings up 4th down.
Looked to be a loss of 2 on the play there. And it is now 4th and 13.
Yeah, Norris, 142 punt return yards on the year. This is a decent special teams team right here.
Right, and I think it'll be interesting to see how much air he gets on this punt, because like you're saying, you get a lot of air. That ball's stopping with the wind. Able to get a pretty good leg on this one, but it's caught and brought past the 40-yard line, so it looks to be the 38-yard line will be the starting territory here for the Titans. Amazing field position to open up your first drive.
Yeah, and this is a big first defensive possession for the Cougars. You'd love to try to hold them, you know, keep them out of field goal range. They're out of field goal range right now, so we'll see what the Cougars defense can do here.
And before this game, we talked a lot about Macklin and Holt, but Jarrett Behrens, the quarterback, doesn't get a whole lot of action in the air, but just under 135 yards per game, really able to do a good job throwing it. He's going to pitch this one to the side on the first play. That is Macklin, getting this ball to about the 31-yard line.
What a hit there from Weiss, landing on Macklin. Those will feel a little different in this brisk October weather, you know.
Absolutely, on that first play, trying to send a sign. Let them know you do not want to run at these Cougars. Does end up as a pickup of 7, so 2nd and 3 coming here for the Titans. On that first play, you already kind of saw Macklin showcasing his speed, was able to get some open field. Motion here now for the Titans. That was Homolka. Screen pass here. That one's complete and picked up for a first down. Looked to be Logan White making the catch. And that one will move the chains.
Yeah, and this is a Norris quarterback, Behrens, who, you know, not necessarily known for his arm there, Joey. This is, you know, a run-heavy team, as we've talked about. 5 touchdowns on the year, 4 interceptions, only averaging 135 yards a game, so that kind of tells you they're going to run the ball quite a bit.
Absolutely, but it makes the air game difficult too, because no one receiver stands out. You never know where it's going to. And they go for another screen pass here, flag on the play.
Looks like they're going to get a holding here.
17-yard line, but like you said, likely going back. It was Jax Gates making the reception, the senior wideout. The offense already walking back. It will be a false start called. Illegal procedure. So now moves to a 1st and 15.
Yeah, and you got to take advantage of this penalty here, Joe. You'd like to maybe bring some pressure here. Try to, you know, they're going to probably run the ball here, it being 1st and long. So try to stop the run, hold them back, and put some pressure on this offense.
Right, and throughout this season, especially with their recent opponents, the big struggle has been being able to stop the run. The defensive line really going to have to put in work with a team that has a running back like Macklin and even players like Holt to go along with it. So the 1st and extra long. You see the motion there from Gates. Looking to air this one out. He goes right to Gates. Gets this ball past the 25. Looks to go down at the 22. Gain of about 8 yards on the first down play.
And, the short passing game here early, Joey, having its way against the Cougars. Looks like, as us too, not expecting that so pass heavy here early on, but so far, lots of passing plays for this Titans offense.
Yeah, and if you know your quarterback can make those short throws, it's great seeing the slant route being implemented early, especially when the defense, like you said, is likely looking for that run just about every play. And again, they're going to air this one out. Pass a little high, but brought in.
And this is, if you're the Cougars, you want to start pressing them a little bit here. Put some pressure on those receivers to try to get outside of you. Make them work to try to go deep.
Absolutely. It was John Hood making the reception for 5 yards. So a 3rd and 3 now coming here. 3rd and 2. So after a 1st and 15 right now, the Titans going to look to move the chains. Motion again here from Gates. It is going to be the handoff up the middle, easily moving the chains and getting this one inside the 10-yard line is number 20, Blake Macklin.
Tackled by number 7, Josh Shears.
So big pickup there, gets this ball to the 9-yard line, 1st and goal.
Just want to remind you all at home, today's game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa.
First down play. Macklin gets the handoff up the middle. The defense doing a really good job stopping him in his tracks. Looks to get no further than the line of scrimmage, maybe picking up a yard on the play.
And that's what you want to do against this running game. It's all about your line, getting in there, not allowing Macklin to get outside, display that speed. Excellent tackling there.
So now it becomes 2nd and goal at the 8. Barons went to the sidelines, talked to the coach, just jogging back to the huddle. In the gun once again, Macklin behind him. Motion once more from Gates. High snap, picks it up, defense getting some pressure, throw in the end zone, incomplete. Right there, Cogswell able to get a hand on it, was trying to make a crazy interception, but that one's just a little too far behind him.
And that's what you want to do there. You can see that against Barons. You want to kind of make him uncomfortable, make him get outside the pocket, have to kind of improvise. And they did that there, and you can see it did not work out for the Titans offense. So they want to keep that going if all possible.
So now a big 3rd and goal here. Ball still at the 8-yard line. Defense bringing the pressure. Tackle is made at the 8. Big stop there for the Cougars.
What a huge goal line stand for this Cougars defense. That'll really set the momentum for your team, and that will go a long way and kind of jump over the offensive side as well. So a huge stand on the goal line.
Absolutely. So the kicking team coming out 3 for 4 on the season is Greenfield. The freshman kicker. Field goal here for the Titans. That one is good. Moves to 4 for 5 on the year. And the Titans, the first ones on the board, 3-0. 5:52 to play in this first quarter.
Yeah, and even those short field goals, you never know. And, wind like this out here, it's really picked up substantially since pregame, too. You can see that flag really blowing towards the south.
Yeah, and looking at that first drive, obviously you never want to give up points if you're the defense, but with that stop, you're happy with 3 points if you're the Cougars. Great defensive stand.
Exactly as you said, Joe. You have to be happy with 3 points there. And now we'll see what Duncan and the offense can do. It all starts with just try to pick up a first down and keep that momentum going that your defense led you to out there.
Yeah, right now the offense looking to respond, and I am looking to put on my gloves. It is getting cold here. The kick coming here for the Titans. Gross ready to receive. This one caught on the 5-yard line. Running back is Heffelfinger. gets some open room. This ball past the 30-yard line, flag thrown late. Might have been a face mask there, but a big return there for the Cougars.
Yeah, they're going to get the Titans with some kind of personal foul, it looks like, over here.
See what the call is here. And that will be a face mask. You kind of see by the way he went down, turning to the side as he fell.
Definitely an awkward kind of fall. That's huge. This is another example, big opportunity here for this offense.
Yeah, so starting off at the 36-yard line. Getting ready to kick off this drive, rolling around to the right side of the field. Pass complete. Looks to get that one to about the 39-yard line. Only a pickup of 3 for Cogswell before the big hit was applied. Weston Miller making the reception.
Yeah, and Miller, he had a great game last week against Plattsmouth. Had that big, deep touchdown, that big catch thrown off the arm of Colby Duncan.
And early in the season, he had a few small games where he wasn't getting a lot of action, but you knew they were going to find Weston Miller.
Yeah,
Duncan's looking to air this one out again under pressure. Able to get this ball to about the line of scrimmage. Good work by Duncan, able to get back instead of getting sacked for a loss of about 5.
Yeah, and in that game last week for Weston Miller, 98 receiving yards, one of them a 65-yard reception. So he's definitely the deep threat for this Cougars team.
Yeah, always able to break off for a big play, and that's what the Cougars need right now. 3rd and 7 on the 39. Going to look to move this chains, avoid another 3 and out. Noise coming from the student section right now. The Cougars trying to get loud. Duncan rolls out, airs this one out a little too much on it, was trying to find Cogswell, and it's going to be another 4th down here for the Cougars.
Yeah, and just having some trouble with this wind early on for Colby Duncan. As we said, we keep talking about how it's really blowing. For those of you at home, you can probably even hear it. It is a windy one, and just couldn't find Cogswell there for the 2nd time in that drive.
Yeah, so Duncan going to look to punt this one away. Just under 4.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. And they're going to fake this one. It's the pitch over to the side. Can they move the chains? Yes, they will. Great trick play there. They fake the punt, and it's Heffelfinger getting across for the 1st down.
What an excellent play call on special teams to catch the Titans off guard. They were not expecting that at all, and it led to the 1st down.
Great pitch there, and every 1st down is brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank. The Cougars able to move the chains, keep this drive alive. Ball will be at the 48-yard line.
You talk about going a long way for momentum. Those kind of fake plays on special teams, they will go a long way towards that.
And a pitch over here to Picard. However, nowhere to go, taken down at what's looking to be a loss of 1. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but great work by the Norris defense. 2 defenders able to get through and take him down. And like you said, going into this game, the Cougars are going to want to get that run game going, going to try and get some opportunities for Picard.
Yeah, the advantage of getting it going early is it can lead to the play action and really help your passing game, especially in late game situations.
So a 2nd and 10 here for the Cougars. Duncan looking to air this one out. Going over some pressure. Throw to Cogswell. That one incomplete. No flag on the play. Great defense there. That was number 5, Logan White, with the coverage.
Yeah, on the Cougar sideline, they won a flag there. It looked like he might have been just a tad bit early going for that one, but no flag called.
And that's always one of the frustrating plays, because a great throw there by Duncan had Cogswell on the money, but the coverage able to break it away. But like you're saying, that one definitely close, might have been a bit early. So it's another 3rd and long here for the Cougars. Duncan with Picard to his side. Faking the handoff, gonna try and take this one off himself, but nowhere to go, maybe picking up a yard on the run.
Yeah, and the good coverage led to that. Nowhere for Duncan to go with the ball. Tried to keep it himself, and the Titans were all over it. You wouldn't expect him to to fake it once again, but
Wouldn't think so.
you never know.
4th and 9 here. The special teams defense likely a lot more aware on this play. So once again, Duncan at least appearing to be set for the punt. And he will get this one away. Hitting the ground about the 30-yard line, not taking the bounce that the Cougars wanted, and it is down at about the 36-yard line. Titans coming off a strong drive, only able to get 3 after the big stop from the Cougar defense, but really did a good job moving the ball downfield. Gonna look to pick up where they left off.
Yeah, this is where you'd love a turnover if you're this Cougar defense.
See what the offense can do here on 1st down. Hand off to Macklin right up the middle. Gets this ball to about the 39.
They're just going to continue to do that until the Cougars apply a little more pressure on that inside run game.
So 2nd and 7 now coming. 2:25 remaining in this opening quarter. Again, Barron's in the gun. Pitches this one back to Macklin. Left side of the field, trying to cut inside, but a big hit there by the defense. Goes down, but a great stop there. One looked to be Henry Nospich making the hit. But we do have a flag. Never mind. No flag on the play, so 3rd and 3 coming here. Would be a big stop here if we could get a 3-and-out forced by the Cougars.
Yeah, they're going to get
it there on the line.
Looks like they're going to get the Cougars with an encroachment.
Yep. They were ready for the pressure, and a few guys jumping a bit too early, and it will be encroachment. So an automatic 1st down here for the Titans. So ball now at the 48-yard line. And right there, just tough moments for momentum. But you're looking for that big stop to get the ball back, and it's your own team with just the lack of discipline getting those penalties. Motion there from Gates. Pitch to the side. Here's Macklin, able to get this ball across midfield. Macklin gets it to the Cougars' 48-yard line.
Yeah, and you saw the big block there from number 42, Eli Holt, for the Titans. We haven't really talked about him a whole lot, but he's, big on the defensive side, but he's also scored 6 touchdowns on the year running the ball, so he kind of acts as a fullback, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, huge asset. 6 touchdowns on the ground, another 2 in the air on the season. So 2nd and 6 here. Handoff up the middle. A lot of open field here for Macklin. Macklin not going to be stopped. That's a touchdown for the Titans. Able to get their first score, but we do have a flag back at the 38-yard line. We'll see who this one's on. Could be a holding call that's going to take this one back. And Macklin's such a dangerous player once he gets open field. That touchdown will be taken off the board. It's a holding call here on the Titans.
And now this is another example of a situation you got to take advantage of if you're the Cougar defense. Really got away with one there, giving up that touchdown, but comes back because of the holding, and now you get them back into their own territory. You'd love to get a stop if you're the Cougar defense here.
Yeah, ball at the 48-yard line. 26 seconds remain in this first quarter. Titans getting lined up. Behrens fields the high snap, hands this one off. And the defensive line taking him down after a gain of 2. Big hit applied.
Yeah, and that was Nate Pekar on the huge hit.
Tackle made by number 11, Nate Pekar.
And that was Noah Waddle getting the carry there. His first of the game.
Third down and 4
And
yards
so
to
that
go.
will do it for the first quarter of action. 3-0, the Norris Titans ahead. But don't go anywhere. We got a good game on our hands.
Of the first quarter. Updates from Champaign, Illinois, with 8 minutes left in the first quarter, 0-0.
Welcome back here as we prepare for the second quarter of action. So far, the Titans up 3-0 on the Cougars and threatening now into Cougar territory at the 45-yard line. The snap and the handoff. And Macklin able to power through.
Eli Holt with the carry.
Excuse me, that was Eli Holt. So there it was, kind of that fullback running back. He's a big guy, has 61 tackles on the defensive side of the ball there, Joey.
Yeah, and the size for Holt, just so hard for a defensive line to contain. Those plays where you just need a few, that's where Holt really comes in handy.
So now 2 in the backfield with Behrens. And that one run up the middle.
Holt with the carry.
And Holt once again. So now going from Macklin to Holt. And that's the name of the game for Norris. Run the ball up the middle.
Yeah, and that's just been the big issue here for the Cougars is being able to contain that run. They haven't let the opponent break off any big plays besides that touchdown that was called back from a holding call. But besides that, they've been able to limit them after 5-6 yards.
So now working in the pistol with 2 in the backfield. Behrens hands this one off. This time it's Macklin up the middle, and he'll be taken down past the 25, about the 22-yard line.
First down.
And that is another first down picked up by the Titans.
And obviously in that first quarter, we just saw Macklin in the running game, but Holt gets 1 carry for every 2 Macklin carries. It's not too bad of a distribution there. Holt really does get his opportunities, mainly in the situations where they just need a few yards or need to get into the end zone. That's why he's got 6 credited touchdowns on the year, but starting to see a little bit of action from both of them.
So there's the snap. Behrens hands this one off. This one's Holt up the middle, and Eli Holt barrels into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game for the Titans, and they go up 9-0.
And the few carries we're seeing from Holt, it seems like he's always able to break past that first man, able to just run through one guy on each play. The offensive line did a good job there creating a hole, and once he got some momentum on his side with that size, it was hard for the defense to try and take him down.
So Evan Greenfield comes out with special teams to attempt the extra point and make it a 10-0 game. Going against the wind, and it is good. So 10-0, Norris is up now with 10:07 to go in this second quarter. And Joey, what are some adjustments you'd like to see from this Cougar defense and offense, both sides of the ball for the Cougars.
Well, yeah, right now is a big time. This is where they need a response. You don't want to let this Norris team get too confident on offense. Last week, putting up 63, but on the defensive end, like I was saying, they just have to be able to contain the run better. Whatever that means, they just got to hold them to less than 5-6 yards per carry. On the offensive end, we've seen a lot of glimpses of them start to get into their rhythm, but a lot of passes from Duncan that are just slightly off, or the receiver just not being able to make the catch. It looks like the offensive game is there. It just isn't fully in rhythm yet. But when you're down 10, you can't waste much time. They need to get it going on this drive.
Yeah, and this is where you'd maybe like to see something from your special teams once again. They had that big fake punt that they got for a first down. You'd like to see something like that. Maybe here a big gain on a kick return. Something like that can really get some momentum going. So now Greenfield on the kickoff. And back to receive is Heffelfinger. Heffelfinger trying to find a hole. And still on his feet, taken down behind the 20 now. See where they spot him down. It looks like it'll be at about the 17-yard line.
Looks like forward progress might bring him past the 20.
Yeah, so they call forward progress, and so the ball will be placed at the 23. So 1st and 10 from the 23. Down 10-0. Cougar offense back on the field. One in the backfield, and it is Pekar. Duncan working out of the gun. He's got 4 out wide. Calls for the snap, drops back. And trying to find somewhere to go with it. He's going deep and just out of reach of Heffelfinger. He was wide and just overthrew him just a tad. Throwing with the wind there, and it had an effect on that ball.
Yeah, just a tough result there to what looked like it would have been a huge play. A bit of a running lane there for Duncan at the end, but he saw gold down deep trying to find Heffelfinger. Just, like you said, just a little too much on it. Looked like Heffelfinger might have been able to get that one, kind of went through his hands. But either way, for the Cougars, had an opportunity at a big play, but it's 2nd and 10 now.
So 9:54 to go in this first half. Cougars working from the 23, 2nd and 10 now, and nice fake count there on the hard count, and encroachment called on the Titans, so they'll be moving forward 5 yards.
Eli Holt there jumping the line. Like you said, that count really doing it from the Cougars. Holt eager to make a big play, and instead he gives the opponent 5 yards.
And that comes with that big senior experience at the quarterback position, able to do those hard counts, throw the defense off, and it worked there to Colby Duncan's advantage. So now 2nd and 5, ball on the 28. Trips going on here. 3 on the right side, 1 on the left. The snap, the handoff to Pekar. Pekar taken down. Doesn't get to the 30. Looks like he'll be placed at about the 28-yard line, so no gain really there. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 28. This is a big 3rd down. Coming into this one, we've talked about it, 39% on 3rd down conversions on the year.
It's frustrating. You always want to use the run game to get your offense in rhythm, but just no luck on the ground for the Cougars tonight.
So now Duncan, 1 in the backfield. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw quickly, and just over the head of Heffelfinger, couldn't get to it. And it will be another chance for the punting team for the Cougars.
And so far, that's the 3rd high throw we've seen from Duncan. The first 2 in this game, we've seen the receiver able to jump up and make the catch, but that one just too much on it. Heffelfinger couldn't bring it down.
So back to receive is Macklin. He's at about his own 35-yard line. Punting with the wind here. This one is going to bounce, and they will continue to let it roll, and it'll go out of bounds at the 25. So nice punt there from Colby Duncan, and now Cougar defense will try to hold this Norris offense once again.
And the defense has shown some really strong moments. Obviously, they had that big stop early in the game to hold Norris to a field goal on that opening drive. And since then, they've had a lot of strong showings, a few big run stops at the line of scrimmage. But the last drive, it seemed like towards the end of it, Norris was just able to overpower him.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 25, the snap. And the handoff to Macklin up the middle once again, barreling through, and he will be just short of the first down by about less than a yard. So it should be 2nd and 1.
And you see a lot of big backs that are able to barrel through players. A guy like Holt. Macklin's not that guy. Doesn't have a whole lot of size, but he's just quick and hard to get a hold of. You see a lot of times right as he's bursting through the line, a few players able to get a hand on him, but no more. So he's able to break through a few tackles and get a pickup like we just saw.
Yeah, and he's got that good footwork you like to see from a running back. Finds the hole and tries to maneuver his way through it. So now the pitch to Macklin, and Macklin picks up the first down. Gets past the 40, so he'll be taken down at about the 41-yard line for another Titan first down. Once again, I'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. So 1st and 10, ball now on the 40-yard line for the Titans. They lead 10-0, 7:55 to go in this first half. 2 in the backfield, working out of the pistol is number 17, Jarrett Behrens, this junior quarterback, and the handoff. And very short gain there from Holt.
Eli Holt.
Yeah, Holt able to bounce off one defender behind the line, and able to push through for a few yards, but only ends up picking one on the play.
So it'll be about 2nd and 9 from the 41. Titans still working in their own territory. 3 out wide, 2 in the backfield. Hands it off to Macklin. Macklin up the middle once again. Get past the 45 to about the 46-yard line. So that will bring up 3rd down. We'll see what this Cougar defense can do here. So 3rd and 4 it will be.
In situations like this for the Titans, so many different options you can go with, because 4 yards, both Holt and Macklin have been able to get you 4 yards. You can go to either of those guys. Obviously, can go for the short pass, so the defense really has no clue what's coming for them on 3rd down.
So here we go, 3rd and 4, ball on the 46. The pitch, fakes the pitch to Macklin, and Behrens, low pass, can't find his receiver. It was intended for Jax Gates, the senior. And you would imagine Norris is going to go for it here. We'll see what happens. So now the special teams unit will come out onto the field. This is about the same territory that we saw the Cougars fake a punt.
Right.
You got to be looking for that here with the ball at the 46. He does punt it, however. And Weston Miller calls for the fair catch and brings it down. It'll be spotted at the 24-yard line.
Defense forcing a big punt there. The Cougars, that defense needs some help from the offense here. Got to get some points on the board, cut into this deficit, because with that Titan run attack and overall offensive ability, can't keep having these empty offensive drives and giving it right back to the opponent.
And what do you think, Joey? Maybe take a shot here? Is that a good idea? Down 10-0, 6:17 to go in this first half.
I don't know if the defense is ready for it. Last time we saw it, it was a big play waiting to happen. They just couldn't capitalize.
So 2 in the backfield with Duncan. Now the man in motion is Cogswell, and the handoff. Pekar still going past midfield, and a huge pickup there from Pekar into Titan territory. And that is a Cougar first down brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank. And a huge first down for the Cougars. Ball will be placed now at the Titan 49.
able to burst through, find a big hole. 27-yard pickup there for Picard.
So now working out of the guns, Duncan on the move, fakes the pass, and takes a huge hit from Eli Holt. And that will be a loss of yards there.
Sacked by 42, Eli Holt.
Quick way to try and regain that momentum. The Cougar offense gets a big play. Defense comes back with one of their own.
So now 2nd and 20. Ball now on their own 42. Trips formation once again. Fakes the handoff, throwing on the run into Cogswell. There is a yellow marker down in the backfield of the Cougars.
It looks like it might have been for some late contact with the quarterback. Duncan at least seemed to think so.
Flag on the play.
And there it is, personal foul. Roughing the passer, it looks like.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the Titans.
So that is a huge penalty.
And just not one you can afford if you're the defense. You did a good job taking him down quickly after the catch. And it was a quick
the ball to the
screen pass.
40-yard
No
line.
reason to be making contact with the quarterback that way.
So now the ball on the Titan 40, and it is a first down. That first down brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank. So now 1st and 10, ball on the Titans 40. So back into Titan territory. We'll see what the Cougars offense can do. Colby Duncan dropping back, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Now keeps it himself, gets past the 35 to the 30, taken down, and another penalty comes in. I think they're going to get Norris on another late hit after he slid.
Flag on the play.
Still waiting for the signal for the call. Personal foul. Helmet to helmet, it looked like. Targeting called on the Titans, and that's a big one there, Joey.
Absolutely. Keep moving this ball downfield, courtesy not of the Cougars, but of the Titans. They're the ones that have been leading this drive downfield.
So now 2 in the backfield with Duncan. Now Cogswell in motion, hands it off to Pekar, and he is taken down in the backfield.
Pekar with the carry.
Just short
Eli Holt.
of the line of scrimmage. So about 2nd and 11 it'll be now. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Besides that big run from Pekar earlier in this drive, this offense really struggling to get the run game consistently going.
So just over 4 minutes to go in this first half. Cougars down 10-0, but inside the red zone now. Colby Duncan throwing on the move and intended for Weston Miller, but not catchable there. And it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 16 all of a sudden.
Yeah, well off the mark. Looked like he thought Weston Miller was cutting to the sidelines. That's going to bring up a difficult play here for the Cougars.
And this is when you start thinking, how much faith does Coach Van Hout have in Eric Hernandez-Diaz? A good kicker, but that wind is really blowing. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 16 and a timeout called by the Cougars sideline.
Yeah, pivotal play coming up. They're going to want to take some time to really think this one over.
Yeah, this is a good timeout call right here. This will give me a chance to think. Today's game sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. And Joey, what do you think Coach Van Hout's telling his team right here? 3rd and 10 in the red zone, down 10-0. What do you think he's emphasizing to his team?
Well, they're definitely looking to air this one out, just trying to make sure everyone's on the same page. Been a few throws so far in this game where it seems like wires have been getting crossed. Not everyone has been aligned. So just trying to make sure everyone understands what's going on, because this is a big play coming up. You'll take 3 points, but you're looking for a touchdown here. And like you said, with this wind, with the distance, 3 points is not guaranteed here with an incompletion.
So the offense returns to the field coming out of this timeout. 4:05 to go in the first half. Cougars in the red zone, but it's 3rd and 10. Here's the snap and flag on the play. False start on the Cougars. Not how you'd like to come out of a timeout there.
Flag on the play.
No, and that's just always such a frustrating moment for a coach. You drew up the play, you thought your team was ready to go, and somebody jumps the gun.
So now it'll be 3rd and 15. Ball on the 22 outside the red zone. Excuse me, so the ball, they move it to the 21 now about. Trips formation once again, 3rd and 15 now, the snap. Duncan drops back. And throwing on the move, and Pekar can't hold on to it. And that will bring up 4th and 15.
And it wasn't a pass that was likely going to move the chains, but it would have gotten them a big chunk out of those yards. Created a field goal opportunity there, but not able to come down with the ball. So now a 4th and 15 at the 21. You're going to have to keep the offense out on the field and hope for a big play here.
Yeah, so the offense stays out on the field. Under 4 minutes now in this first half, 3:58 to go. Here's the snap. Dropping back is Duncan. And he is taken down. That looked like a horse collar, and they do throw the flag there. And if this holds, that'll be the 3rd personal foul called on this Titans defense.
Yeah, again, the Titans just shooting themselves in the foot. Multiple times this drive, the defense has made some big plays, but they found a way to hurt themselves in the process.
And it is a horse collar tackle. That will be an automatic first down. So on this drive, Norris has been called with 3 personal foul calls. A roughing the passer, a targeting, and what was the other one?
The horse
so
collar
many.
right here.
The horse collar right here. So hard to keep track. There was so many.
Yeah, this drive should have been over multiple times. But the Titans keep finding a way to let Gross stay out there a little bit longer.
So 3:48 on the clock. I believe this was a Norris timeout here. So another fresh set of downs for the Cougars. That'll give me a chance to thank our first down sponsors, Great Personal Service Bank. Sponsor all our Cougar first downs. 3:48 on the clock, down 10-0. What do you think, Coach Van Hout's drawing up for this fresh set of downs here, Joey?
Well, it'll be interesting to see. I think a lot of times with the time and the field location, you're looking to find a way to just get into your rhythm. But right here, it does stay a 4th down. It's 4th and 5, so you got to find a route that can get you an easy pickup. The run game likely won't cut it with what we've seen so far.
So now Pekar, he's in the backfield with Duncan. Bunch kind of formation here. And went for the no-look pitch. Cogswell was able to come up with it. Heffelfinger was, thankfully, but that's going to be a huge loss. That's going to bring him back about 22 yards.
So the turnover on downs there. Big stop there for the Titans.
So that was a turnover on downs. And just an unfortunate play there. Saw Colby Duncan fumble twice last week and just couldn't make it happen on the pitch there.
Right, and we saw the 3 different mistakes from Norris, those personal fouls adding up, but they still are able to leave the drive with no points allowed.
So 3:39 to go. Titans in their own territory on their own 28. 1st and 10, the snap. Behrens hands it off to Macklin. And he is taken down. Looks like they'll spot him down at about the 38-yard line. So now they're going quick here.
Second down, Titans. First down, Titans.
Macklin on the year, averaging 11 yards per carry.
Behrens looking to throw, and it is picked off. That's what they needed right there. And picked off by Sargent, taken down out of bounds. Bryson Sargent. Say hello to the football with a huge interception.
What a well-needed momentum shift there for the Cougars. The pass a little high, it got tipped up and fell right into the hands of a running Sargent.
Huge momentum swing there, but now if you're the offense, you got to take advantage of that a gift the defense just gave you there.
You just had this field position a minute ago, could not capitalize, but you have been granted a second chance here. You got to take advantage.
So now 4 out wide. On the move is Duncan, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Keeps it himself. 15, 10, 5, and he's taken down. Looked like another horse collar.
Looks like no call, but I was looking for the same thing.
And the referees missed one there. So now under 3 minutes to go in this first half. And it is first and goal. That first down is brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank.
And Duncan by no means is a mobile quarterback, but tonight has done a really good job getting his way past that line and finding open field.
Has a good feel for that pressure when it's coming. First and goal, ball on the 6. Now under center is Duncan. Pitches it to Pekar, and still on his feet, but then taken down. And might have lost maybe a yard there.
28, Brady Wilkinson with the tackle for the Titans brings up second down.
So it'll be second and goal now. Ball now on the 8-yard line. So that was a loss of 2. Now under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Cougars would love to go into the locker room with a touchdown. Duncan trying to get out of trouble and just throws it into the ground. Stops the clock at 1:50. Third and goal now.
Besides a few of those big play attempts earlier, the coverage from the defense has been spectacular. No easy passes for Colby Duncan.
So we'll see what the Cougars draw up here. Third and goal from the 9-yard line. 1:50 to go in this first half. They've got 4 out wide, 1 in the backfield. Working out of the pistol is Duncan. Drops back now and throwing over the middle, and he finds Cogswell, who is taken down. That will bring up 4th down, maybe picked up a yard on the play.
The second he caught that ball, Eli Holt and JT Druba right there to make the big hit, stop him right in his tracks.
Brings up 4th down for the Cougars.
So 4th and goal. The ball at the 6-yard line.
Last 4th down, we saw that big loss that resulted in a turnover of downs. But again, one more opportunity here for the Cougars at the 6-yard line.
Clock continues to run, and it looks like Coach Van Hout's going to let this run down before taking a timeout. This will be his second timeout taken of the half, so we'll have 1 remaining. So the clock now stopped at 58 seconds to go in this first half. That'll give me a chance to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. And what do you think here, Joey? We talked about the 4th down conversion rate on the season coming into this one, 52%. What do you think they'll call up here?
Right, well, it's a tricky situation. Obviously, they're going to need to air this one out. Run game's not going to be able to pick up 6 here. So they're going to need to have Duncan throw this one out there. Just got to find a way to get an open man. They've really struggled at creating those big plays. The defensive coverage been more than strong tonight. Defense out there already ready to go.
So the two teams return to the field. Here we go. 4th and goal. Ball on the 6. Got to get in the end zone here. There's the snap. Colby Duncan keeps it himself, trying to run up the middle and fighting for the end zone. He will be short, taken down at the 1. And a turnover on downs for the Cougars.
A bold play call there for the Cougars, having Duncan try and get the draw up the middle.
Turnover on downs.
Not one the defense was expecting, but one they were able to recover and take down in its tracks.
So the ball will be placed on the 2-yard line for the Titans offense.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Holt as the back on this play, just trying to push forward a few yards, get some comfort.
And they do have Holt in the backfield with Macklin. Barons in the pistol. Takes a snap, hands it off to Holt. You called it there, Joey. And gets past the 10 to about the 12-yard line. Clock continues to run here.
Ball carried by Eli Holt.
That's where you're so thankful to have a guy like Holt, always able to create breathing room in situations like that.
Second down, Titans.
No longer looking at danger of a safety.
So now 2nd and 1, ball on the 12-yard line, under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 25 seconds on the clock now and running. Titans in no hurry here to get this play off. There's a snap. Hands it to Holt once again, and he is taken down.
First down carried by number 42, Eli Holt.
And
Tackle made by number
that
12.
will be the last play of this first half, where the Norris Titans lead the Gross Catholic Cougars 10-0.
Here at Bryan Stadium.
And Joey, not an insurmountable lead to come back from for the Cougars, but they do got to make some adjustments in the locker room at halftime.
Absolutely. In that first half, really both teams not fully able to grab a hold of this game. We've seen each team get really strong opportunities. Norris, a few offensive drives ending sooner than they should have. And then for the Cougars, 2 recent red zone opportunities, 0 points out of them. They've gotten the chances on offense, just haven't fully been able to capitalize.
So that will do it for the first half. We will take a quick break. We'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. We will see you just here in a minute for the second half of action.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the Gross Catholic Dance Team. The Gross Catholic Dance Team. Upstate from Champaign, 3-0, Nebraska. Tonight we are excited to recognize and celebrate our junior Cougar football team. First we call to the field our 5th and 6th grade blue team, led by head coach Chris Burton. Best of luck this weekend against the Junior Pride. Ladies and gentlemen, your 5th and 6th grade blue team. Next, we call to the field our 5th and 6th grade orange team, led by head coach legend Bob Sidzik. Best of luck this weekend against the Malone Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, your 5th and 6th grade orange team. Next, we call to the field our 7th grade junior Cougar team, led by head coach Jeff Silva. Best of luck this weekend against the Creighton Prep Little Jays. Ladies and gentlemen, your 7th grade JV junior Cougars. Finally, we call to the field our 8th grade junior Cougar team, led by head coach Nick Sidzik. We want to wish them the best of luck this weekend against the Creighton Prep Little Jays in a battle of undefeated. Ladies and gentlemen, your 8th grade varsity junior Cougar team. On behalf of Gross Catholic High School Athletic Director Terry O'Donnell and Head Coach Tom Van Hout, we want to thank each and every junior Cougar player, coach, and family for their support and dedication to the Junior Cougar football program. The Junior Cougars, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause.
Blue and orange means a lot to me. I have a lot of pride for my school, and the two colors kind of symbolize what it means to be a Cougar.
When I see blue and orange, I think of like the football games and all like the student section and being with my friends and just being super happy around everybody.
If you look in my closet, that's all that's in there. So I look for a shirt to wear. It's blue, 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 then a couple orange shirts.
Like our school pride, you know? Like when you put it on, you represent Girls Catholic, and it's like community.
It's like intense. It brings a fire to you.
It's like eye-catching, and I think that's what Girls Catholic is eye-catching. So like the bright orange and the bright blue, that's us, that's gross. We're loud and we're proud. Before I came here, I thought I'd just kind of be like another face in the hallway. I know most of the people here, and I say hi to people in the hallway, and they say hi to me, and like I know my teachers pretty well, and they know me really well.
Girls Catholic means a lot to me. It's like a community, Cougar family. It actually feels like a family. Guys I can call my brothers, these girls I can call my sisters.
I think Gross does a really good job of preparing people.
If it's a positive log, what would you say this graph is doing from us?
A really good balance of great academics, good social, spiritual, like building and everything, and also great athletics.
The next half of it comes from the 6.
Classes are all relatively small, so if you go ask a teacher for help, they're going to help you. The classes aren't so big where the teacher has to work on helping 30 other kids.
It takes that first binomial and
there's a mission, there's a passion, because we get to work with these teenagers every day. They're coming in as freshmen and graduating and moving on past high school, and we get to help them grow and develop of who they're going to be when they leave.
People here make the place special. It's our administrators, teachers, our students. People want to be here, and everybody finds a place here. They find their talents here. They find what their strengths are. It's a place where kids can grow and flourish.
There's just a beautiful gift in allowing students to know that there's a whole world out there that God created for them. We've done such a good job trying to prepare them from the very beginning by providing the tools, showing how to use them, and then letting them use those tools and letting them be able to develop into the person that they are growing to be.
Royal blue and orange means to me, we're a Mary in a school, and Mary is royalty, and that's why we're the royal blue. We take it up a notch.
And orange has always been my favorite color. It's a color of optimism. It's a color of excitement. It's a color of cheerfulness and possibility, and it just brings a joy to our school, just a brightness to our school that is the light of Christ.
I learned so much about the Catholic faith while I was here and what the church teaches. It just helped me grow closer to God.
Since it's -8.
I've grown not only educationally, the knowledge, but I also grow morally, because all the teachers here, they're teaching you the stuff you need to know, but they also connects with you on a personal level.
I would say it is a lot of opportunities. There's so many things here that they can open you up to.
I've had the chance to kind of spread my wings a little bit here and just kind of really find the kind of person I want to be for the rest of my life and the things that I really care about and that I'm interested in. It's fun and it's really enjoyable to be here.
I love it here. This place is a second home, and I just feel I'm more ready to go out into the world now. Blue and orange just means happy, and you always are getting excited to put the colors on, and you never would imagine putting any other colors on.
Every single time I put on those colors, I know I'm repping Gross Catholic. I gotta show what Gross Catholic is about.
And it creates a bond and a unity, and say, yes, I am part of Gross Catholic, or yes, I went to Gross Catholic, or yes, I work at Gross Catholic. That's my family.
Well, people say you bleed orange and blue. It just means you're a true Cougar.
Here we are the Gross Side Cougars.
Fighters all and winners too.
Here we are the KG Cougars.
Go with the orange and blue.
Hear 'em howl, hear 'em growl, hungry Cougars on the prowl.
Hear him shout.
Hear him say,
We go winners all the way. Come on, Cougars, show 'em how we do it.
show them how the game is won.
On your mark, get set, go to it.
Gross High, great, great, best in the Husker State.
School. The Norris Titans ahead 10-0 over the Gross Catholic Cougars. Today's game day sponsor, just a reminder for you, is Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. And Austin, what do the Cougars need to do in this second half to cut into the deficit?
Well, they started with a great stand defensively, forcing Norris to only get 3 points in that first drive when they were really moving the ball. So you'd like to kind of get back to that, get that offensive line going, and some penalties helped them out. You'd really like to get the passing game going. Colby Duncan really thrives throwing the football. He's done a nice job escaping pressure, just hasn't been able to find the end zone tonight. So, I think what they really need to do, get that passing game going and get that defensive line going, stopping the run of the Titans.
Absolutely, and that defensive line will be up first because the Titans will start the second half with the ball. So the Cougars getting ready to kick things off for the second half of action. And like you said, Duncan going to need to have a stronger performance in the second half in the passing game. Done a really good job on his legs, but this is an offense that's usually fueled in the air. They just struggle to get it going. Been strong defensive coverage for the Titans. So ready to kick things off away here is the freshman kicker, Colson Priestman. Bit of a squib here, and that one is going out of bounds. So a rough start here for the Cougars, and that'll create great starting field position here.
Yeah, and it looked like they wanted to keep it away from Macklin, who was back to receive the kickoff, but the ball did go out of bounds, so they're going to get him with an illegal procedure.
Yeah, so starting this drive off at the 35 will be the Norris Titans. And you mentioned Macklin had a big first half. Had one big touchdown run that got called back, but still done a good job creating space. However, their sole touchdown coming from the other back, number 42, Eli Holt, who's able to burst through for about a 15-yard touchdown late in the second quarter. So they'll start things off with two backs as always. Holt and Macklin. You see the motion there from number 8, Gates. First down, it's going to be the quarterback taking it.
We haven't seen him run the ball too much tonight. He has run it a few times on the year there, Joey, but they've done a nice job kind of containing him in the pocket.
Yeah, Behrens really hasn't had any opportunities to take off. Gets one there, able to pick up 3 on the first down play. So a 2nd and 7 now coming here for the Titans.
Looks like they're crowding the box, expecting a run here.
Motion from Gates once again. They're going to look to air this one out. He's going to try and go deep. He's got a man. That's Gates after going in motion. Gets this one past the 30-yard line. Big play in the air there for Behrens and the Titans. Not a team that normally airs it out deep, but they're able to connect on the big second down play.
Yeah, and just threw over the top there. I talked about him crowding the box, and nice heads-up play there from Behrens. Took advantage of it and threw over the top to pick up the huge gain.
Yeah, Gates quickly beating his man there. And they were able to get the big play. So ball now at the 28-yard line. Titans have struggled to keep the momentum going after big plays. The first down run here, able to get the ball to the 25-yard line.
And this is what the Titans are going to do now. Still early in the third quarter, but with a 10-0 lead, they're going to really start pounding that ball at the middle. They've been doing it all game long, and you expect it's going to intensify now there, Joey.
Absolutely, and no reason to stray from it. They've been able to consistently move that ball on the ground. So it was a gain of 2 on first down. Behrens with the handoff to Macklin up the middle again, able to create some open field, break a tackle before going down at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, just not a lot of answers from Macklin. They stop in one drive, and then he kind of just finds the hole so gracefully and escapes once again to pick up the first down for the Titans.
Yeah, just an electric back, 131 yards per game, 3 different games this season with over 100 yards. You mentioned he's coming off a game with over 270 rushing yards. And it'll now be 1st and 10 on the 12. The pitch here to Macklin over to the left side. Evades Heffelfinger, pushes through a defender before being taken down just shy of the 5-yard line.
And that's what they do. You start to crowd the inside, and then he gets to the outside.
And so Weiss makes the tackle. It looks like the ball will be spotted at the 7-yard line. So 2nd and 4 incoming. So it's Barons with Macklin behind him. Hand off to Macklin up the middle. Great work by the defense there, taking him down. Looked to be a loss of 1 there.
Yeah, that was a good stand there on 2nd down, forcing 3rd down in the red zone. We'll see what the Cougars can ride up here on the defensive side.
Yeah, Pekar right there getting a big tackle for the loss. Those 3rd and 5 here. Ball will be on the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and Holtz checked into the game. Something to keep an eye on here on 3rd down, Joey.
Yeah, he's been a guy that's done a great job. He has excelled in getting them those gains of 5 or more. His ability to just barrel through defenders. And they will give it to him up the middle. Taken down right around the 1st down marker. Looks like they might mark him a bit short.
Yeah, and they're going to go for this, it looks like.
Hard to imagine them doing anything but giving it to Holt here on the 4th down run. Just needing a yard. Holt seems to be a lock for it. And we saw earlier in this game a big stand in the red zone for the Cougars on the first drive of the opening half. We'll see if they can do it in the second half.
Yeah, and this is where Ryan Weiss comes up huge. He thrives on situations like this.
It is Holt working his way forward. He will pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Ball looks to be placed at the 1-yard line.
Tackled by number 40, Carson Kozel.
And this is where your defense kind of finds themselves with their back against the wall, ball on the 1-yard line, and you got a big body like Holt. They can really take advantage of that.
Right, the line's already struggled to take him down. He's got 2 big plays in a row. And now this offense just needing a yard to increase their lead. And it's Macklin here to the left side. He's going to walk into the end zone untouched. And the Norris Titans increase their lead 16-0. Macklin, his first touchdown of the game, number 10 on the ground this season.
Yeah, and that's frustrating if you're the Cougar defense. Got him to 4th down, but as I keep saying, with a player like Holt, those 1-yard gains are a lot easier to pick up there, Joey.
Right, and I think with the ball in the 1, everyone is expecting Holt to get it. And right here, bobbling that, they're going to try and pick up 2 here. But taken down, and right there you saw them just mishandle the snap from the get-go. So not able to increase the lead with the extra point. 16-0 is your score. And the Cougars going to need to get points on the board this next drive.
Yeah, this is a huge drive here coming up for the Cougars, as you said, Joey. And we haven't seen them really try to go over the top too much, and you'd expect and kind of wonder when they're going to do that here.
Yeah, and we've seen Duncan's ability in the air throughout the season. A few big plays nearly happening earlier in this game, just haven't been able to fully take hold. But on this drive, you imagine we're going to see a lot of action in the air. .7:37 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Titans ready to kick it off.
Green kicking off for the Titans.
The kick from Greenfield. And this one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Touchback, 1st down, Cougars.
So Colby Duncan leads the offense out onto the field. Cougars needing to cut into this deficit.
Update from Champaign, 10-0 Nebraska.
Yeah, and I know Colby Duncan, he's been struggling tonight really throwing the ball, but what an excellent season for him, and his senior leadership on this team has just been huge, Joey.
Absolutely, and regardless of the first half, you're going to trust in that leadership, and you're going to look to put the ball in his hands to lead this potential comeback for the Cougars. First down again, evading pressure, going to try and take off. Get this ball to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and that's where he's really thrived tonight, scrambling with the football, facing pressure, sensing it, and then the ability to kind of get away and pick up some extra yardage.
Yeah, not often you see him showcase it this much in one night, but with that pressure coming, he's done a great job turning it into something positive. A pickup of 8 on the first down scramble. Motion there from Cogswell. Fakes the handoff, screen pass going to Alex Cogswell. Pushing his way forward, looks to maybe pick up a yard. So it'll be a 3rd and short coming here for the Cougars. And now tricky 3rd down here for the Cougars. Often with 1 yard, you're going to look to get the quick run, but their runs for a yard have not been very successful tonight. The defensive line really putting in strong work. So it's Duncan in the gun, Picard to his left. One to the left, airing this one out, and that one incomplete. That pass broken up by number 5, Logan White. Was trying to find Cogswell for the first down. So 4th and 1 here for the Cougars.
And what do you think they do here, Joey? You think you punt it or you go for it?
It's a tricky situation. You got to cut into that deficit. But if you can't convert, a rough situation coming up for the defense. And it looks like it's Duncan under center here. Handing that one off to, looks like that was Henry Nospich who picked up the first down.
Nospich with the carry.
Yeah, and that's what they say. They say, you got a big body. We have one as well, and handed it off to Hank Nospich.
Absolutely. Great 4th down run there. And fans at home, that Cougar first down brought to you by none other than Great Personal Service Bank. Able to move the chains, keep this drive alive, their second 4th down conversion of the night. So ball at the 32. Duncan dealing with pressure, going to air this one out, trying to find Heffelfinger, but no luck there.
Duncan's pass to Heffelfinger falls incomplete. Brings up second
Duncan
down
wasn't
for the
able to
Cougars.
fully get composed there with the pressure coming at him. Had 3 defenders about to take him down.
Yeah, and Duncan just kind of really struggling to find his receivers with this win this evening.
Again, a Cougar incompletion. So 2nd and 10 coming now.
You'd have to think at some point we're going to see either Cogswell, Sargent, or Weston Miller take one deep here.
Had no luck in the deep pass game so far. Rolls around to his left, pass complete there to Heffelfinger. Short of the first down.
Pass to Heffelfinger.
It'll be a 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1 for the Cougars.
So once again, the Cougars just needing a yard. And once again, it's Duncan under center. See if they go with the same recipe as that 4th down conversion. Fake the handoff to Nospich. This time it's Picard. Close to the line. We'll see where he's marked.
Pekar with the carry, tackled by number 1, Colton Omoka.
And they will move the chains. Big first down there for the Cougars. The drive keeps going. Slowly but surely, this Cougar offense is starting to move.
Yeah, and fans at home, that Cougar first down brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank.
Duncan now back in the gun. 3 receivers out to his right. He goes out to the left. Pitches this one back, knocked away and out of bounds. Nearly a fumble there. Tried to get the pitch to Pekar. The defense all over it.
Yeah, and just a really rough night trying to run the ball against this Norris defense. And you can see the size of these defensive linemen for the Titans. Some grown men out there.
Been an uphill battle trying to get the ground game going. Duncan wrapping around to the right. Dealing with some pressure, and he just throws this one out of bounds. So a 3rd and 10 now for the Cougars. The Cougars so far this drive have needed every play possible, but they've been able to move the chains. We'll see if they can do it once again. Duncan gonna need to air this one out. He's got Pekar back into his left. Pressure getting right through, but this one aired out and just too much on the pass. Another incomplete ball. Was looking to find Alex Cogswell. So now a 4th and 10 here. And looks like we'll see the punt team take the field. Austin, you've been saying it. They're going to try and find the deep ball, but it seems like every time they do, just haven't been able to get it down. Just a little too much on these passes from Duncan.
Yeah, just a rough night throwing the football for Colby Duncan. Came into this game with the 60% completion percentage on the year, but having trouble finding the receivers tonight.
So Duncan punts this one away. Nearly muffed it. Bobbles it, but makes the catch, and a good return here through the 45 past the 50. Great play there from Blake Macklin. We've seen his work on offense, but here he is on the special teams, getting this drive to start in Cougar territory.
First down, Titans.
Yeah, and you said it, Joey. Not only is he super effective on the offensive end, but on special teams as well, and showed off his speed there.
And right now you got to wonder, a touchdown here for the Titans. Can that be the knockout punch? Up 16-0 right now. Coming off a touchdown drive. Looking to do the same here. The handoff on first down. Macklin only able to get a few there. Ball will be spotted at the 44.
Brian Weiss with the tackle.
So it's a pickup of 3. Quick to go for second down. Pass nearly complete right in the hands of number 14, Alex Small, but not able to come down with the catch. So a 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, and the Titans kind of caught the Cougars off guard with that kind of almost no-huddle hybrid kind of run there.
Got to be a frustrating play for Behrens. He made a great throw, and right there he gets the pitch, but nowhere to go. Tackle in the backfield. Macklin absolutely taken apart by 3 different defenders from the Cougars. Big stop there, and we are going to see the punt team now for the Titans. Cougars will be getting the ball back.
And we'll see if Weston Miller back to receive the ball can make something happen here. The wind has died down a little bit, Joey.
Absolutely. Could be better throwing conditions for Duncan. Low snap. This punt is away. Line drive will likely be going back into the end zone. Weston Miller's going to field this one. Take it to about the 9-yard line. Should have let that one go for the touchback. And Miller is down. Getting up slowly.
Yeah, he came down to the ground a little awkward. It's good he's up.
Tackle by number 15, Austin Holt.
So the Cougars will be starting this drive at the 10-yard line. And Weston Miller is going to start this drive on the sidelines as he jogs off. Right now, when you need an offensive surge, you hate to see an impact player like that not on the field. Duncan with Pekar. Hands this one off. Pekar up the middle for a gain of 2.
And you'd expect him to kind of run the ball here, but at a certain point, you're going to have to start going to the air, Joey.
Absolutely. Cannot be wasting much time down 16. And luckily for them, Miller already back on the field.
Second down and 8 for the Cougars.
Second and 8 here for the Cougars. He's got 4 receivers out wide. Duncan going deep. That one deflected and incomplete. Great defensive coverage there.
Duncan's pass to Heffelfinger.
Yeah, and you can see that was John Hood. He was hanging with them the whole time. He's a senior defensive back.
Yeah, great work getting a hand on that ball. Was trying to find Heffelfinger, who had a step on the defender. And that pass been complete. Not sure if anyone was stopping him. But again, like you said, great coverage there. So now a 3rd and 8 at the 11-yard line. Cougars going to need to move the chains. We'll see if we get some pressure here from Norris. Wrapping around to the left. Going to air this one out, and he's got nobody.
Yeah,
4th down coming.
That looked like a little miscommunication on the play. It looks like Weston Miller might have run a different route than what Colby Duncan was expecting. So the two not on the same page there.
Definitely a frustrating night for Colby Duncan. Just hasn't fully been able to get it to click. So after the defense gives them the big stop, the Cougars going to have to punt this one away once more. And some contact there with the kicker. This ball bounces down to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and unfortunately that contact left a kind of a shorter punt there, Joey.
Yep.
First down, Titans.
So Norris once again with strong starting field position. The gross 42 is where things start off. Barron's looking to lead this offense to a scoring drive here after being forced to punt it away. Once again, he's got Holt and Macklin in the backfield. Wraps around to the left side, airs this one out. That pass complete and moving the chains. Taken down at about the 27-yard line.
Not who you'd expect to see them using the passing game, but found Holt that time.
Absolutely. And that will pass complete to Austin Holt, junior and brother of Eli Holt. Less than 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. First down handoff. Macklin able to pick up 2.
Macklin with the carry. Tackled by number 11, Nate Pekar.
Right now, the Cougar defense is going to need to be able to limit that run.
You got to hand it to the Cougar defense in the second half, Joey. They've done what they're supposed to do, just haven't had any help from the offense.
Absolutely. Macklin so far been limited in this third quarter. And they're going to give it to Holt, who loses his balance. The defense able to take him down after picking up a few. So it'll be a third down coming here.
Tackled by number 65, Ryan Lee.
Yeah, and this is a big third down right here.
Ball will be marked at the 22. That'll be a 3rd and 5 here. Less than 2 to play in the third quarter. Cougars need a stop. The 3rd down pitch. Macklin able to move the chains. It is another Titan first down.
Blake Macklin with the carry. Tackle by number 11, Nate Pekar.
Pekar gets another tackle, but not before they pick up the first down. Titans awfully close to just entered another red zone trip. Have not been nearly as efficient as they would have hoped tonight in the red zone, though. Behrens has got Macklin behind him. And he'll hand it off on first down. He'll stick with it. Able to work this one forward and get this ball to the 10-yard line.
And that time, the Cougars brought the corner in on a blitz, and it was Behrens who was able to get to the outside.
And they will say he stepped out at the 12-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 5 here. And in this second half, the Titans offense just seeming very calm and collected, knowing they have the lead, able to play at their pace, able to kill some time. The 2nd and 5 play here. Quick pass complete for a first down and more into the end zone, and that is a Titans touchdown. See who that was. Looked to be number 14, Alex Small.
JT Druba.
That was JT Druba, number 18, the junior wideout, making the catch for the touchdown. So now 22-0. The Titans are ahead. Just the 6th touchdown pass of the season for Jarrett Behrens. Extra point here is up, and that one is good. 23-0 is your score. Cougars down big. 55 seconds to go in this third quarter. And Austin, what have you seen in the third quarter from each of these teams?
I like the way the Cougars came out after halftime. Did a great job on the defensive end, but it's the name of this game has just been the Titans winning that battle in the trenches. It's a cliche thing to say, but it's so important to the game. And right now, the Titans just dominating that defensive line and offensive line for both sides of the football. And that's been the difference so far in this one.
Right, and it's just been an unfortunate showing for the Cougars. Their defense overall, like you said, the run game's been able to burst off for, consistent plays. But ultimately, I think you're happy to contain Norris to 23 points. That puts your offense within reach, but the offense just really has not been able to capitalize. A lot of passes they'd like to have back. Squibb here, that one off the hands of a Cougar and picked up. Working this one past the 25 to the 31-yard line. That was Carson Kojal.
Excuse me, Joey. Now, if you're the offense, it's got to be panic time now. You've got to get something going here. Try to take a shot, get some points on the board.
Absolutely. Down 23 at this point. You got to score on each drive. Have to take advantage. A lot of plays where they've had opportunities at big gains, just have not capitalized. Right here, after that return, they'll be starting at the 31-yard line. Joshua Sheard in motion. Handoff on first down. Pekar able to gain a few, get this one to the 38-yard line. Good hesitation move there. Second he got it, had a defender running up on him, able to work past him.
Well, and this is when you got to get a start of a certain sense of urgency with the ball. The clock's running. You don't want to take up too much time. Got to get that ball snapped.
Now just 20 seconds going in the third quarter. Duncan under pressure around to the right side. Pass complete to Heffelfinger. That'll be a first down, working this ball to the 44-yard line. Before being taken out of bounds.
Yeah, and fans at home, that Cougar first down brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank.
First down, Cougars.
Clock now running. Looks like we will not see another play this quarter. So after 3, Norris ahead 23-0. We'll see what the Cougars have in store for you in the fourth quarter. Again, today's game day sponsor is Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. Don't go anywhere. We've got the fourth quarter action ahead for you in just a second.
Welcome back as we prepare for the fourth quarter of action. Cougars find themselves down 23-0. Now's the time to get something going on the offensive side of the ball. So now Colby Duncan working in the pistol. He's got Pekar in the backfield. Drops back. Now finds Pekar. Pekar with it. Gets past the 45 to midfield at the 50-yard line.
Duncan's pass to Pekar. Tackled by number 67, Harrison.
Back involved in the pass game much tonight.
Yeah, something we haven't really seen a whole lot. 2nd and 4. Ball on the 50-yard line. And that one incomplete. That pass intended for Jacob Heffelfinger.
Yeah, good coverage there once again by John Hood. And that pass by Duncan, just not enough on it. You saw Heffelfinger had to slow down, try and cut back inside to avoid an interception, but just could not get that pass completed.
And you've really got to hand it to this Norris defense this evening. In the secondary, at the line, their linebackers all over the field on the defensive side of the ball. This Norris team has really thrived this evening. So now Colby Duncan working in the pistol. Hands it off to Pekar. And he will get back maybe to the line of scrimmage.
With how the run game's been tonight, did not expect to see them try and go on the ground.
Pekar with the carry. Tackled by number 70, Manuel.
Down 23,
Gardano.
final quarter.
Yeah, you would have expected them maybe to throw the ball there or some kind of slant, something like that, but opted to run for it, and now they find themselves in 4th and 4 on the 50-yard line. Clock under 11 minutes to go in the game. 23-0. Norris leads still. And you got to get the 4 yards here. See what they draw up. Trips formation. The snap. Colby Duncan drops back. Almost takes a hit, gets out of it, and he will have the first down, gets more, and still on his feet, and he is out of bounds at the 35-yard line. He ends at home that Cougar first down, brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank.
The elusiveness tonight from Colby Duncan has been exceptional. You saw a defender right away looking to take him down, dodges one, works his way to the left side of the field, able to take down, or excuse me, evade a few more defenders, get a great first down run there on 4th down.
So 1st and 10 now, ball on the Titans' 37-yard line. Colby Duncan in the pistol, trips formation once again. And here's the snap, drops back, fakes the throw, now throws it, a little slant, and finds Sargent, and then a fumble, and the Titans say they have it.
Duncan's pass to Bryson Sargent, fumble on the play.
And
recovered by number 15,
the Titans do have it. It was a fumble by Bryson Sargent, and that will bring the Titans offense back onto the field.
In the last few games, just some brutal turnovers, specifically fumbles for the Cougars, and we see it right here again. They're starting to work the ball downfield, building a strong drive, and right there, all that momentum just shot. And once again, it's Titan ball.
So it'll be the Titans with the football. 1st and 10, ball on the 28. Man in motion is Macklin. No one in the backfield now. And going deep. Pass intended for Jax Gates, but it was well out of reach. So 2nd and 10.
Up 23 on 1st down for a run-heavy offense. I don't think anybody out here expected them to try and go deep.
Yeah, and the Cougars got lucky that ball was overthrown because Gates would have had an easy touchdown on that one.
Imagine on 2nd down here, they'll go back to the ground.
So 2nd and 10 now. Ball on their own 28. Here comes the snap. Behrens drops back and finds over the middle Alex Small on the slant. Picks up a gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play.
Alex Small.
Throughout the entire game, never really see back-to-back passes here from Norris. Fourth quarter, all of a sudden, they're looking to air it out more.
So 3rd and 4, ball on the 34-yard line. Like to try to force another punt if you're the Cougars. Got to make the stop here. 9:42 to go in the game. Ball snapped. Hands it off to Macklin up the middle. Got some speed. And he's going past the 45, 35, 30. Still going. 20, 15. Still on his feet. And into the end zone. Macklin seriously broke about 5 tackles on that play and finds the end zone. And Norris Titans have blown this one wide open.
An unbelievable run, 66-yard touchdown, just 3 yards shorter than his longest of the season. And just the agility, the evasiveness that comes with them, those cuts to the sideline, and then at about the 25-yard line, the cut back in to create that touchdown. You just don't see many players able to move like that.
So 29-0. The kick is up for the extra point, and it is good. So it is a 30-0 game now with 9:14 to go in the game. And Joey, it might be unattainable, but you're the Cougars. You got to go out there, start throwing the football.
Absolutely. Right now, you're just looking to air it out, create some action, get those deep plays. We've seen the deep ball get so close throughout this game, just a few missed passes. So you got to try and bring it back. But right now, whether it's working or not, you really have no option.
So the kicking team comes out for the Titans. Evan Greenfield, the freshman kicker, will be doing the kickoff duties. Not a lot of times you see a starting freshman kicker.
He's taking care of business tonight. A few extra points, had that field goal to start off their night.
So this one taken here by Heffelfinger, and will be brought down at about the 21-yard line.
Heffelfinger with the return, tackled by a legion of Titans.
And right now, like you said, it could be too late, down 30. Obviously, there's still an opportunity to get back into this game, but right now, if you're Colby Duncan, you just got to get this offense going. Try and get some action and some success in the pass game.
So 9:09 to go in the game. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 21-yard line for the Cougars. Colby Duncan takes the snap, drops back. He is throwing deep and was looking for Heffelfinger, who takes a huge shot. Heffelfinger still on the ground. And he is still shaken up.
Might have taken a helmet to the back right there.
Yeah, but he is in some pain right now. Well, back to action on the field, 2nd and 10. One in the backfield. And there is 4 out wide. Colby Duncan throwing once again and nearly picked off by Jax Gates.
Second pass to Sheard, ball incomplete.
Intended for Sheard and incomplete. So 3rd and 10. Ball on the 21, and this has just not been the offense's night for the Cougars.
No, it seems like nothing can get it going. Like we said, they've had some passes off the mark, some miscommunications between quarterback and receiver, but even a few balls that have been placed pretty well, but the defense just getting to it. We've talked about the work from this secondary tonight. Had some great pass breakups, so just nothing able to get going for the Cougar offense.
So trips on the left side, Weston Miller alone on the right side. One in the backfield, drops back is Colby Duncan.
Why would his sister be adopted?
Duncan trying to get away, do all he can to stay alive, and throws that one out of bounds. And that will lead to 4th down.
Duncan just been on his legs all night. The defensive line really putting him on skates. The pressure just breaking through all night long.
Out comes the punting team once again for the Cougars. 8:50 to go in the game. There's the snap. Punts it in the air. Goes past right at the 50. Now it takes a bounce. And that one will roll past the 40. So Titans will start with the ball at about the 40-yard line with 8:39 to go in the game. And Joey, what's the defense need to do here? 8:39 on the clock.
You just got to find a way to limit that run game. You imagine they'll be going back to Macklin to start out this drive, because right now for Norris, you're still going to take up some clock, get a consistent drive, move the chains a few times. Not going to be doing anything too special. Likely won't be, getting the pass game going. So right now for the defense, you got to find a way to contain that run.
So 2 in the backfield with Behrens. He's got 2 out wide. Hands this one off. And tough to bring down was J.T. Druba.
Ball carried by J.T. Druba.
Junior.
Tackled by number 14.
Listed as a wide receiver.
Druba having that last receiving touchdown. Just his 8th carry of the season.
2nd down 5. Titans.
101 rushing yards on the year, capped by a 67-yard run he had earlier this season.
So here's the snap. Behrens kind of muffs the snap a bit and tries to pitch that off. Actually, that is not Behrens. New quarterback in is Hayden Holdren, sophomore.
Ball carried by Noah Waddle.
That one was carried by Waddle. Clock continues to run. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 42.
And Behrens coming back on the field now for 3rd down.
So now Behrens in the pistol. Takes a snap. Hands this one off. And taken up the middle for the 1st down. Once again by Druba.
Ball carried by J.T.
And another
Druba.
Titans 1st down, and that's been the name of the game so far in this one. Just picking up those 1st downs and running the football.
And once again, we're going to see Holdren come back in at quarterback.
So now clock under 7 minutes to go in the game. Norris up 30-0. The snap. Hands it off to Druba once again, and Druba picks up another 1st down. There's no answers for that inside run game.
No, as simple as it gets, just running up the middle. It's been beyond efficient tonight.
So now approaching under 6.5 minutes to go in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have $1 hot dogs and $1 pizza. While they laugh down in the concession stand, feel free to bring a piece of paper up to the announce booth. Thank you.
And that one's over the head of Holdren and Wynn, and the Cougars come up with it. And with the different quarterback in, that snap went well over the head of Holdren and did not get to it, and the Cougars come up with the football.
Yeah, the Cougars quick to pounce. There are 3 different players on top of that ball.
So 6:05 to go in the game. Cougars offense on the field now in Titan territory, but down 30-0. Colby Duncan, he's working in the gun. Pekar in the backfield, trips on the right side. Weston Miller on the left side. Duncan facing pressure, and he is taken down, fumbled the football, but they'll say he was down before the ball came out.
And this line just having their way tonight. Both sides of the field, but once again breaking through, getting to Duncan. Last time he's not able to avoid him.
So now the clock right at 6 minutes to go in the game. Second and 19. Ball now on their own 46 for the Cougars. Duncan in the pistol, drops back. Now throwing, finds Weston Miller. Miller trying to reach for the first down, and he'll be about a yard short.
Duncan's pass for
Not for the first down. Picked up to the original first down yardage, so 3rd and 11 it will be in the Titan 46-yard line. .5:12 to go in the game, and the clock continues to run. Here's the snap, dropping back, Colby Duncan. Throwing deep, looking for Weston Miller, finds Weston Miller, and Miller taken down inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line.
All night long, that's what they've been waiting for. They tried the deep ball and have had no success. Finally, get one complete. It's a big play to a big-time player, Weston Miller.
Finds Weston Miller, who had 97 yards receiving in last week's game. It's the big game there. So now 4:45 to go in the game. Ball on the 11-yard line. Cougars working in the red zone. The handoff to Pekar. Pekar taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Besides a few plays here and there, no matter where the stage of the game is at, just no luck on the ground for the Cougars.
Yeah, and this has been a pass-heavy team we've seen all year for the Cougars. Kind of an adjustment, to the loss of Jake Garcia, who had a bunch of success last year, but the passing game not working in this one either for the Cougars. Now the option play, Pekar is taken down. On the tackle there was Austin Holt.
Ball carried by Nate Pekar. Tackle on the play by
one of 2 Holts on the team.
3rd down, Cougars.
So 3rd and 8 now, ball on the 9-yard line.
Right now for the Cougars, you just got to find a way to get points on the board.
Clock continues to run, approaching 3.5 to go in the game. Colby Duncan drops back, looking towards the end zone, and out of reach, of the hands of Weston Miller. So now 4th and 8, ball on the 9, and you're going for this one all the way.
Absolutely. Not a lot of things feel worse than getting shut out. Right now, you just got to get something on the board, trying to convert here, get that opening touchdown.
The call comes in from Coach Van Hout. His name we haven't called too much in this one is Cogswell. One of the key players on this team, but he has been silent in this one on both sides of the football. Unusual for Cogswell. So now Duncan dropping back. and finds Pekar, and Pekar gets into the end zone for a touchdown with 3:23 to go in the game. First touchdown of the game for the Cougars. That Cougar score sponsored by Emergent Tree Health Services, building a better canopy one tree at a time.
Yeah, finally able to break through there again. The second time this quarter we've seen them go to Pekar in the passing game. And it works well once again. Able to get on the board. And that scoreboard for Gross Sands looks a whole lot better.
So Hernandez Diaz out to do the extra point duties, and it is good. So 30-7. That reduces the Norris lead to 23 with 3:23 to go in the game. And Joe, you might be a little too late, but what are you telling your team if you're coaching it out right now?
I think right now pretty much all you're saying is great drive. Now let's see the defense get a big stop. Right now, I don't know how much you're fully pursuing this comeback. Obviously 3 minutes down 23, that's an incredibly difficult gap to overcome. But right now I think you're just saying, hey, we finally got things clicking on the offense. Great work. Defense, you've gotten time to charge up. Go show them what you're made of.
So the two teams return to the field for the kickoff. Once again, I'd like to thank today's game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. So 3:23 to go in the game. The two kicking teams come out to the field. We'll see. It looks like they're going to attempt an onside kick here. There it is. And the Cougars able to come up with it on the onside kick. Excellent job with that play.
Absolutely. Well-placed kick, just got tipped up by the Titans. The Cougars able to jump right on it, get this ball back.
So we're not done quite yet. 30-7. Cougars have 3:21 on the clock. Down 4 scores. We'll see what they ride up here. Working in the in the pistol is Duncan. Drops back, throwing over the middle, and he finds Sargent. Sargent still on his feet, taken down. And ball will be placed at the 28-yard line.
And I think in this stage of the game, being up how much you are with the amount of time left, your defense probably isn't playing as tight on the coverage. But regardless, for the Cougars right now, seeing more success in the pass game than you have all game long.
So trips formation on the left side. Duncan looking for Weston Miller and finds Weston Miller for a touchdown.
Hearing some life from these fans now.
So 30-13 now. 2 quick scores for the Cougars. 2:54 to go in the game.
Electricity on the sidelines here.
And want to remind you that Cougar Score sponsored by Emergent Tree Health Services, building a better canopy one tree at a time. And the extra point is good. So 30-14. The lead has narrowed all of a sudden with 2:54 to go in the game.
Extra point by Hernandez Diaz is good.
You'd expect to see another onside kick. It worked extremely well the first time they attempted it.
Absolutely. Right now you have to. 16-point game with 2-point conversions. That's a 2-possession ball game.
Once again, I'd like to thank today's game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. So this one is over, not yet. .254 to go in the game. Cougars, who already got one onside kick, are going to attempt another one here.
Yeah, the narrative of this game changed pretty quickly. It went from trying to get points on the board and avoid a shutout to trying to get the ball back and making this a one-possession game.
So here's the onside kick attempt once again, and this time the Titans able to get a hold of it. It is Alex Small who came up with
Alex
the football.
Small. First down, Titans.
Yeah, Small not taking any chances there, immediately falling on that ball.
So 2:53 to go in the game. 1st and 10 from their own 46 for the Titans. They lead 30-14. Facing a little bit of pressure after 2 quick scores from the Cougar offense.
Right, and the offense just needing to move the chains a few times. Gross still with all 3 timeouts.
There's the snap, the handoff. And this time carrying the ball is Noah Waddle, a sophomore running back, 145 pounds.
Ball carried by Noah Waddell.
Picks up a yard on the play, 2nd and
Tackled by
9.
Hank Nosbich.
Ball on their own
Second down
48
for
from the
Titans.
Titans. Hank Nosbish on the tackle. And a timeout called here by Coach Van Hout. His first taken of the half.
Timeout on the field.
That'll leave the Cougar with 2 timeouts remaining. This will give me a chance to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa.
Yeah, less than 3 minutes to play. 1 timeout now burned by the Cougars. Norris, you're just looking to move the chain a couple times here. Likely going to stick to that run game with Macklin and might see Holt for a few plays as well.
We'll see who they bring out for quarterback. That first play there was Hayden Holdren, and he's coming out here for the second. And 9. 2 in the backfield. 2 out wide. The snap. And carrying it once again is Druba.
And Druba, some really strong work in the carries he's gotten this quarter.
Tackle made by Nate
Second
Peckar.
of 3 timeouts
First
taken
down, Titans.
by Coach Van Hout. So they will have 1 timeout remaining, 2:40 to go in the game. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 46-yard line for Norris. And Joey, 3rd and 3. What are you telling your defense here with 2:40 to go in the game?
Bunker down, be ready for that run. I wouldn't imagine Norris is going to get too fancy. They haven't needed to all game. The run up the middle, as simple as it is, has been really hard to stop tonight with that offensive line. So I would imagine they're going to do the same thing right here on 3rd down.
So here we go, 3rd and 3. Ball on the 46. You'd love a stop here if you're the Cougars. And there's the handoff, and it is Druba once again who will pick up the first down and keep the chains moving.
Ball carried by number 18, J.T. Druba. Tackled on the play by 14, Hank
So
Nosbich.
now clock under 2.5 to go in the
First
game.
down, Titans.
So 1st and 10, new set of downs. Ball on the Cougar 41. Hayden Holdren doing the quarterbacking duties now for the Titans. And hands it off to Druba. Druba up the middle. Yeah, gained about 2-3 yards on that
Ball
play.
carried by J.T. Druba. Tackled on the play by number 12, Ethan Lee.
And obviously part of the testament here goes to the offensive line, but Druba been really hard to take down this quarter. Even right there, looked like a play where he'd go down at the line, able to bust forward for 3 yards.
And we knew it was going to be a difficult task trying to stop this Norris running game, and that's been the difference maker in this game.
Don't forget
Absolutely. Both Macklin and Holt really just making the Cougars pay tonight.
So 1:20 to go in the game. handoff to Druba once again. And past the 20 inside the red zone at about the 17.
Druba with the carry.
Clock continues to run.
First down, Titans.
And Druba just 7 carries on the year entering tonight. He's getting his opportunities right now, and man, he is taking advantage of them.
Under a minute now to go in the game. 1st and 10, ball on the 19-yard line. The snap. And huge tackle for a loss there. 2 blue jerseys all over Drew.
Tackled by number 12, Ethan Lee.
On the tackle was Ethan Lee and Joshua Shear.
Ethan Lee, another name you expect to say a little more tonight. Haven't seen much of him, the team's leader in sacks on the season.
Kind of the unusual evening. Haven't called Lee's name a whole lot. Same for Cogswell. Some of what you'd usually expect. And they will let the clock run out here, and that will do it. So the Cougars will fall to 3-4 on the year. The Titans move to 4-3. So the Cougars will be back here at Bryan for senior night in 2 weeks to take on Scott. They travel to Buena Vista next week and try to get back to 500 on the season. And Joey, some final thoughts for you before we sign off.
Yeah, well, obviously the big factor there was the run game for the Titans. It was Macklin and Holt just having spectacular performances. Macklin obviously had that 66-yard touchdown run that was just incredible, but all game long he was hard to stop. Holt had those big runs. The line for the Cougars just really struggled in stopping the run game. And then on the offensive side, had opportunities, just never really could capitalize on it. Not the night you wanted for Colby Duncan. Passes seemed to be off for the majority of the game. So ultimately for the Cougars, just a frustrating night to walk out from. But I think you just got to forget what happened tonight, go into the next game feeling strong, feeling ready to go.
Yeah, so I'd like to thank all our sponsors, Emergent Tree Health Services, Great Personal Service Bank, and Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. I'd like to thank our crew for making this all happen. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good night.